Hello, everyone. My name is Belinda, and I'm doing the Mayan numeration system presentation with Odalis Escobedo. The Mayan numeration system is a very sophisticated number system. At the time, it was probably more advanced than any other, um, and it may have been originally developed from them counting on their fingers and their toes. The Mayan kept track of the movement of the sun and the moon in the Venus. They were one of the few Asian civilizations who advanced in the number system concept, starting with a number zero. Mayans also had a base of 20, and they used three basic numbers as follow. The basic number to represent the numbers, they represent the zero with a shell, as we can see here. They use a dot to represent the number one, and they use a solid line to represent a solid black line to represent the five. And here we see the numbers again. They use the symbols to represent the rest of the numbers as follow. So they represent here is the shell for the number zero, the dot for the number one, two dots represent the two, three dots represent the three, four dots represent the four. Once we hit the fifth one, then we see that we have the black line representing the five. And so on all the way to the number nine. They use the line with dots to represent the numbers up to nine. But once we hit the 10th number, then they represent those numbers by putting two black lines that represent, if you add those two, five and five, it's the number 10. And so then they use those lines all the way across with dots representing number ones on top. All the way to number 19. Once we hit to the number 20th, then the Mayan numeration system was based on a value of 20 written as follow. In the one place, we have a zero, and in the 20th place, we have a one. So the numbers is, so the dot is representing the 20th place, and then the shell represents the ones. So still using the base 20, we can write it 100 as follows. So we can write, if you do 5 times the 20th place, then we get 100. And then we have the shell to represent the 1. The Mayan position and number system, again, we see the symbols here representing the zeros all the way to the 19, and then we have the change once we hit into the 20th. Then we can see that the 20th is being represented by a dot, and then the shell by itself. And then so here on the 21 we have a dot representing the 20th, and then the one represented by a one dot. And then the 22 represented the 20th by a dot, and then two dots represented by, and so on all the way to number 25, where they represent the dot for 20s, and then again the number line, it's a 5, and continue on all the way to the 29th number. Rules to keep in mind before we convert into the Hindu hieroglyphic base 10. Mayan numbers written in a vertical form should never be more than 4 dots in a single place. For every 5 dots, you write a line to represent the Mayan's number on the fifth number, on the fifth number. There should be no more than 4 bars in a single place, and remember that the Mayan base is 20. So again, we see the Mayan base here. It looks like the one, what it looks like. So the ones, the 20th square, and all the way up to the 20 to the 6th power. The steps to follow in converting the Mayan charts into the Hindu, we're going to multiply 3 of the numbers, the basic numbers that they usually try to work with, would be the number 1, the 20th, and the 400, and then you will combine those numbers. So let's take a look of how that would work together. So step number 1, we have a line, and then we have 3 dots on top. So remember that the line represents the 5 and the dot represents the 1. So we have an 8 number here. And then we also said we were going to multiply it by the number 1. And so then we get 8. The second number, we were going to multiply it by 20. So then we count 5, 10, 15, and then 4 dots. That gives us 19 times the 20, and we get 380. On our third step, we have so 2 lines, 2 black lines, and then we have, so it's 5, 10 plus the 3 dots is 13. Then we multiply it by the third number, which is the 400, and we get 5,200. Then our second step is to add the answers of all 3 of these numbers. So we go here and we get 5,588. Therefore, we can write 5,588. We can write it down as 5,588 into the base 10 into the Hindu Arabic base 10. So you can write it down as just writing the number 10 on the side, or you can just write down 5,588 and then just write base 10. So if you'd like to know more about the story of how the Mayans use their mathematics, you can go here in this link. You'll find more information on it. If you'd like to know more about the Mayan base number system and how to work other numbers, you can go into the second link here. Or if you like to know more about converting Mayan numbers into the Hindu Arabic, then you can click on the third link here. Thank you so much. That's it for my presentation.